Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the all-new WEBB Connection Podcast. So here we are going to tackle a number of big items, like things I know a lot about, like the auto industry, and all things car-related, to things I know very little about, like politics. And sometimes I'll be by myself, kind of just talking about a subject or sharing my opinion on something. And sometimes I'm going to be with a guest or two. So what we're going to do is make things up as we go along, see how it goes, try new things, and it's exciting. So I thank you for going along on this ride with me. To be honest, I've got a lot to talk about, a whole lot of life that I've lived and people that I've met and different experiences, things I want to share with you. So I look forward to doing that, kind of sharing the knowledge that I have. And, along the way, I think both of us will become better people in the process. Maybe a slightly more intelligent human being. Fingers crossed. Well, anyway, let's get into it, shall we? So this being the first ever episode of the WEBB Connection Podcast, I kind of wanted to establish who I am, kind of let you know where I'm from. I am from the Northeast, born in New Hampshire, and so came over and live in Vermont now. Been here ever since, and sometime after high school, started in the auto industry around the year 2001. So I've been in the car industry ever since. A bunch of different job titles, worked for different stores, and over the years I've really developed a pretty vast knowledge of how the auto industry works, the people involved, the brands, kind of a lot of the why things happen the way they do. And I have a lot of opinions and a lot of facts, and a lot of things get blurred in the middle, but I've met a lot of cool people, done a lot of networking, and it's really helped me to grow as a person. I find it a very valuable career, and I'm happy to have been in it. And whether or not that's in my future, it's really laid the groundwork to the person that I think I want to be in the future. So the stuff that I've learned in the things in the past, I'd like to be able to share some of my knowledge with you, along with interviews from people with different walks of life and different industries, and learn about what they do too. Everybody has their own story. Everybody has their own journey that they've gone through. So one of the things I'd like to do is learn about just the people and that you see every day, and that you really may not know much about what they do. And I'm here to share that knowledge with you. So let's continue. So since this is just the first episode here of the WEBB Connection, probably just kind of leave you with one principle that has really carried me along and helped me to succeed through my career. It's probably one of the more difficult business principles that you can practice, something called integrity. So this is really kind of being sincere and fair and ethical and truthful and trustworthy and all of that. When you're at work, you are the face. You are what people count on to do the right thing. And I tell you, the second that you don't, someone's going to figure you out. And you just don't need that kind of stress in your life. So it's really more difficult to do the right thing most of the time. It's certainly not easy, but maintaining that ethical high ground is really what's going to carry you through the years and help you be successful and decrease your stress levels, because it's going to create better relationships with your customers and help people to bond with you and to know that you're in their corner. So I guess one of the things I learned early on is how to do this, and that is really the most important thing that you can do. When you get up in the morning, you just know that you're going to go in and do your best and always do the right thing. So, if I just leave you with that today, just kind of look at yourself and look at everything that you do and in terms of business, and are you doing the most honest and upright thing that you possibly can to make sure your customers are taken care of, and to make sure that you're taken care of emotionally, because like the second you start to cut corners and sort of be dishonest with people, it's just not worth it, and you're going to be called out on it. Somebody's going to catch you. You just don't, the stress that you get from that, it's just not worth it. So I found that integrity is something that I always have to check myself on, and I think that it's been a positive thing for me and helped me to grow. So I guess I'll leave you with that today, and I'll see you on the next episode.